Hi friends, my name is Avinash and I'm making this video regarding SQL to provide some information or a learning path for freshers or youngsters who are willing to pursue their career in towards SQL or become data scientist in future. So whenever you hear the word SQL or SQL or SQL Server, the thing that rings your mind is database. So SQL is all about database, creating databases, manipulating databases, updating databases, and maintaining databases. So if you are an engineering student or someone who is switching careers, like from support industry to you are willing to learn coding, uh, SQL is a good technology to learn and good in it's like good to know information if you are willing to learn any kind of coding like Python or Java because SQL is everywhere and you need some level of expertise to deal with your daily activities if you're going to become a software engineer. So, if you're a beginner or student or an engineering student pursuing engineering, so if you are willing to learn SQL, W3 schools is the best, the basic place where you learn SQL basics. Their website is very beautifully you can learn syntax and they'll give you a demo database and you can try an example then and there itself. For example, if you're willing to update a database, they'll give you the syntax. They'll give you some uh, database, demo database, and ask you to uh, practice an example then and there itself. Uh, Here, what you're trying to do is in the customers table, you're trying to update the contact name and the city with these parameters where the customer ID is one. So here the name is different, but you would like to update it. So when you click try it yourself, it will open a different window and you can even remove or delete this, let's say, and try to write the command without seeing it. And once you write it, you can click on run SQL to see the result. See here what you did is you have updated two columns where the customer ID is equal to 1. So here you have made the changes to the database post reflecting. So the same way you can learn all the basic stuff regarding SQL, and once you're comfortable with very basic level of SQL, there is another website called Tutorial Point where you can learn advanced SQL like subqueries and joins is also beautifully explained. Uh, just a second. Joins is also uh, beautifully explained in tutorials point. So once you have completed W3 schools and tutorials point, there is a website for practicing SQL commands. It's called sql-ex.ru. I think this is a Russian website where you'll be given the database again with the table names, and you'll be giving a question to find the details from the table. So you have to write the SQL query here, and if you're unable to do so, you can click on show correct result. You can practice or do many exercises for free in this website. All you have to do is register yourself and go further. So once you become more comfortable with SQL, there is another website called Dataflare Training. Actually, they are someone who provide software training for free, but their blog is also really beautifully designed to give out like tutorials for free to everyone. So they have categorized topics into beginner, intermediate, and expert. So you might have already been through these topics in the earlier websites, but I strongly recommend you go through them again. And apart from the tutorials, they have provided us with interview questions and information regarding SQL jobs, the best SQL books, and they have also provided some uh, Python related projects, which I'm sure you should be using SQL, but I'll have to look into that. I'll make a separate video regarding that. So if you cover all these topics like beginner level, intermediate level, and expert level from this uh, data flare tutorial, you'll be covering majority of the queries. And no one, even the developer, can't know all the functions of SQL because you'll be using only few in when you get into the job. But it doesn't mean that if you are a pro or an advanced SQL user, you should be knowing almost all functions. It's impossible. Uh, and after this, once you become more comfortable with more commands, I would suggest you sign up in HackerRank. HackerRank is a website which will allow you to practice some queries, and they also conduct competitions where most of the coders participate, and there is a prize money as well, and they do have jobs as well. So HackerRank I'm suggesting because they have different exercises to solve where you'll be writing the code like yeah, they'll be giving you a table, and you have to write a code here and submit the code. So before submitting the code, if you'd like to check for errors, you can run the code and see whatever output or whatever uh, SQL command you're giving is correct or not. HackerRank is the best place to become perfect in what you're doing because they have different levels to test your SQL knowledge. Like you can select subdomains. In select itself, there are basic select and advanced select, basic join, advanced join, and alternative queries. You can select the difficulty as well. And for every question you solve, they'll give you some points, and you'll be having a rank which is common for all the users of HackerRank. HackerRank is a place where you will be not only learning new queries, and they have forums as well through which you will know that there is not one way to write the query. You can write a query for a problem in n number of ways. It doesn't mean that if somebody is writing a query, that itself is the only way to write or get the result of a given problem. You can write it in your own way. So that's why our basics should be really strong. So after completing all the basic stuff, tutorials, and if you're also comfortable or complete all the what you call exercises in HackerRank, then the next level is go to Udemy and look for these courses, whatever I'm showing you. So this is the basic exam or Oracle certification for 11G SQL fundamentals. I was preparing for this, and they also had an ebook, but now that ebook is not available anymore. But you can sign up to this course and prepare yourself for certification. And there is another course which says become a certified SQL developer from scratch. So you need not refer to these courses only, or don't restrict yourselves to these courses only. So whenever you're searching for a course in Udemy is the best place because the courses are cheap and the knowledge you gain through them is very high. So whenever you choose a course or if somebody refers a course, see the hours, what is the content they are providing, and what how the existing students of that particular course have rated it. So almost 18,000 students have enrolled, and out of which 3,685 have rated it. So 4.5 out of 5 is not a bad rating, it's a really good rating. So the reason I'm asking you to go for Udemy courses is you'll gain more knowledge. Apart from what you have learned, you'll become a more SQL professional. Then there is another, the complete SQL boot camp, go from zero to hero. This is also one of the fantastic course which is 9 hours, and always check the table of contents, like what are they providing, description, go through the description, what is the agenda of the speaker or the instructor. See, 64,305 ratings, 2.5 lakh students have enrolled, and 4.6 is the rating. So you can imagine yourself the kind of content this instructor has provided. Also, you'll be getting a certificate once you complete this course. And I also found one interesting course. Yeah, the ultimate SQL course where the rating is also high. And so as I said, whenever you enroll to a course, check the table of contents. So you might have gone through the basics and you might have solved many problems before you come to this stage, but you might be having difficulties in some areas. Like I said, subqueries and joins are the important part of SQL. So look for those in the table of contents. Look for the courses which explains SQL joins or SQL subqueries. So you have to check all these before enrolling to any course in Udemy. I'll be giving few links of courses which I feel will help the youngsters or the ones who are learning SQL, give them good knowledge of SQL and make them more advanced SQL professionals. So along with this, there are projects in these courses which I've uh, explained, like boot camp. Yeah, so this will have a project as well. So if you don't mind, look for a course in the search, look for a course which provides a project, because the whole idea is to do hands-on. Whatever you learn, you have to apply that in your real life world and solve problems. That is when there is a meaning for something you learn. So while going for courses, please look for something which gives or makes you do projects, so that you'll become an expert at SQL. So even in Udemy, if you're done with the projects, the next step is to get ready for Oracle certification. So as I said in the earlier window, there was a course with this code. This is for database design and programming with SQL only. So you can go to the official oracle.com website and look for the information regarding this. This link will take you to another website where they will be conducting the SQL certification exam. But go to this, to come to this level, you have to put a lot of hard work. As I said, go through the basics, solve so many problems, do projects, go through the tutorials and exercises on various websites have shown. So yeah, so once you get the certification will highlight your resume wherever you go. Like if you go to a job interview where 10 candidates come for SQL programmer role, and only three have the certification, though it will have or it will add weightage to your resume, and you will stand out in the crowd, and you will be the favorites to the HR people, whoever is interviewing the candidates for that particular job. So this is the path if you follow religiously, and you can easily become an SQL advanced user and become job ready. And I hope this information helps. And if you have any doubts regarding the links or information, you can leave comments, and I'll try to answer it. And if you really like this video, or if you think this information adds value to you in any way, please like, share, and comment this video. Thank you all.